Well, hello there, YouTube. Look what I'm back on again. My old faithful demo. It's gonna make these windy rides home a whole lot nicer. Oh, it's pulling a hair on my leg. So, I got if you guys remember the story of us letting this guy take it until his got done. Well, I got that completed today, and he actually got it completed last night, but he come and picked it up today. And hold on. So anyway, he comes and picks his up, brings this thing back. I mean, literally looks like it went on a safari in Africa or something. I mean, unbelievable. It's still, I just gave her a wipe down, but I mean, it was 7 shades, and you could hardly even tell what color it was. And bone empty on gas. I can understand customers are probably thinking, nice, FJ. Good job. Probably thinking, you know, the gas is free, and why am I going to put my money in this thing, you know? But what they don't realize is I don't use the store gas ever. I keep, ODC level, or OCD level of accuracy on fuel mileage on this thing. Well, he's put 700 and something miles on it, and he never answered my text back because he took off before I could go out and talk to him back when he took it. And he never answered me back about, I sent him a text about, you know, if you would, very, very please, very much so, would you please keep track of the gas mileage on the thing, because I give that to the customer that purchases the bike at the end of its demo run. He comes back and just kind of looks at me at this blank look about the gas mileage, and I said, well, you never answered me back. And he goes, well, my phone's not that smart, it doesn't receive text. I said, well, it accepted a text. I got nothing saying that that you didn't receive it. And he goes, oh, well. And it's like, wow. So how do I explain this 700 and something mile gap in the gas mileage? I'll just have to put a note on the sheet, loan to a customer. And all basically, I got, you know, he thanked us for letting us take it, and then he just proceeded to talk about how much he hates the color of this thing, and how his white and chrome LTD is the only color that he likes, and just kept going on. He goes, the more I rode it, the more I hated that color. It's too busy. I don't know. But, you know, whether you guys know this or not, people, you know, like if something went wrong with his bike, he didn't seem to be upset about it, but probably he's upset that, you know, his bike had a problem 147 miles in. But of all the RTs, this is the second one this has ever happened to. It happened to a 2014 last year. So I mean, you're talking the odds of winning the lottery like 10 times is your odds of having this happen to you. There was a hydraulic control module had a snafu, and it's kicking some codes and did some weird stuff. But anyway, it's just a module. You just pull the clutch cover off, pull the old one up, new one in, put the clutch cover back on, fill it back up with oil, and go. What's these Multnomah boys doing over here on the Washington side? That was a Multnomah County Sheriff in that truck. Oh God, this thing is so comfortable. But anyway, a lot of people are upset at us because their bike had a problem You know, I don't know what people think. I think sometimes they think that we ourselves are actually back there assembling these things and building the bike. You know, we don't build any of the products we sell. We're not a custom shop that builds our own and manufactures our own bikes. We get them as they're built by the manufacturer. And, you know, they're broke down to a certain extent to make them easy to ship. You know, they're basically packed down. There's a few things you put on them when you... This Mercedes looks like he wants to get by me. There's a few things you put on, you know, that they put off just to make it shippable. That's all we do to them. You know, and we're a repair facility should something go wrong. You know, we are the link between the manufacturer and the customer. You know, we're the first step. But for some reason we get blamed if something goes wrong. You know, it's you guys made a pile of junk or something. Not this guy didn't do this at all. I mean, he's being totally cool about it. I was just kind of shocked to get it back so dirty and literally no gas in the tank, and I don't even know if I'll make it to my Kalama stop. I may have to hit a place early here, but and just unbelievably dirty. I could never do that ever to anyone, literally ever. I don't care what the circumstances is, if you know it was a store demo or what, because how I return that vehicle to them is a direct reflection of me. Is the way I look at it, and it is. It's a reflection of your character as a person, that you care so little that you would bring it back like you took it down some crazy dirt road and bone empty on gas, and then complain about the color. Wow. I mean, absolutely, we didn't have to do that at all. It was purely, I mean, we never do anything like this. Let somebody have a bike. It's kind of one of those things, you know, I'm sorry this happened to you, but we'll have the parts in a week. But this is a special deal. It's like you know, these parts weren't readily available, and it's an odd thing to ever happen to one of these. Nothing ever happens to these. I mean, these things are about as bulletproof as you get. So, you know, it's an odd thing. So it did take some extra time. I think its parts got quarantined or something. Whatever, there was a delay in getting the parts. And then, of course, I was on vacation for a week. So that added insult to injury, but so I don't know. It's just one of those things. I'm sure it's piddly, but to me it kind of breaks my heart, I guess you could say, that somebody could care that little. I mean, I'm sure it's a totally innocent thing. He thinks it's just a store thrash bike or something, and you know, here I thrashed on it some more. Here, you can have it back. The mirrors are all out of whack too. I mean, I could see all the way to the shoulder out of that right mirror, but I can see behind me enough. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm glad to have it back. I'm very glad to have it back. Don't get me wrong, I love that F3. You know, around my house I love the F3. Driving for an hour in a headwind that'll literally tries to drag you off of it, that is not fun. You know, that is for you Harley guys to give you some relation to what this means, or you know how this compares. The F3 is like a Harley Sportster. It's light, it's fast, it's fun as hell, and you just want to go bombing around all over hell on it. Just crazy fun. Just put a smile on your face every time you throw a leg over it, just like a Sportster does. And you know, you got the RT is like a street glide. Well, actually the RT is more like a, you know, a Ultra or something, you know, Electra Glide Ultra with all the fluffies, and it's so comfortable and everything. But you get the idea. So, you know, you don't see me driving my iron back and forth to work a lot, because that's just not the ideal bike for traveling on. And even though I'm just going back and forth to work, the distance is just got back. The distance I go is kind of like taking a little small trip every day. And the wind doesn't seem that bad, but I can't tell. This windshield disguises it so much you can't tell. When you go bombing out here with no windshield, you'll know if there's a healthy headwind or not. Hell, if there was no wind at all, going 80 miles an hour down the freeway is a pretty healthy blast on the old body and the head and the neck muscles. So yeah, shit, I'm taking you all the way to my gas station that I stop at every day. So, you know, I'm really picky about what gas I put in my bikes, and wow, the brakes aren't as strong as the F3 either. I think they're literally the same brakes, it's just I'm packing 200 extra pounds. There goes the fuel light. Boy, she don't pull like the F3 either. Wow, what a difference. What an insane difference. With the F3 too, since I put that Kropovich exhaust on there. Damn it, this is 2 days in a row somebody stole. Now, just to show you how OCD I am about things, I like stopping it. I have my personal stall. Is that stupid or what? But it actually irks me when I have to use some other stall. It's one. Look, I feel like it's like that's my spot. I always think I'm gonna get different gas out of this thing. It's coming out of the same tank. That's just a ridiculous thing to even think of, but it's one of them weird things I do. So let me gas the old guy. Oh, gotta open the seat on this one. Gotta relearn riding the RT again. Spent too much time on the old F3. I need my wallet. Gotta hurry. I wonder what I did with my rag and business cards. I don't remember if I left them at work or I left them at home. But I remember taking them out before I handed it over to him. Because, you know, God only knows what would happen to him. It's my little foo-fooing rag and business cards I hand out to people. But anyway, so I'm not showing everything off here. I'm gonna roll out on you. So we'll chit chat with you later. I'm sure this is way long. Yeah, 27 minutes. That's way too long. So you guys are going, yeah, that's about normal. So anyway, thanks for watching. And you guys have a wonderful day. I hope it's a comfortable 84 degrees where you're at. It is crazy comfortable here. We'll talk to you later now. Bye-bye. So I'm sitting here getting gas. I get bombarded by semi-trucks here, which is kind of cool. But there's this, what's that movie? It's not Wrong Turn. It's the one with oh, what's his face? It just recently got killed in the car crash. It did all the deals. The one guy was Candycane. Look, that's Candycane's truck. That blue Peterbilt. That's one creepy ass looking truck right there. Spooky. I don't know why I just have this childhood like freak out thing over creepy looking semi trucks. It's just the mass of those things. And if you guys ever seen what a semi truck can do to shit, anything it hits, but what it can do to a vehicle, it's pretty freaky. I mean, them things, they can run over a full-size pickup truck and you pretty much can't tell what's left of it. It looks like it was hit by a train. Wow, the brakes are so different on this thing. I'm used to that F3. It just, you can just come right up to the end and just bark down on them. And this one just feels like they're not working right almost. It's funny how you spend time on another vehicle and Yeah, there's a headwind out there. I was just being well hidden by the old windshield. Yeah, that windshield works so good. It's funny, all the people that are afraid of this little, this thing doesn't accelerate like the F3 either. It does alright though. That F3 flat, you grab a handful of that thing and you're out. It's like, see ya.